And today I'm going to show you how regular exercise improves both gut diversity and overall gut function. You probably don't think about how your workout might benefit the health of your microbiome, but the truth is that regular exercise greatly increases bacterial colonies that produce several critical short-chain fatty acids. Butyrate, a product of our gut bacteria's fiber digestion, chief among them, and these short-chain fatty acids then modify and improve our metabolism. One butyrate-producing strain that regular exercise increases is something called Faecalibacterium prausnitzii, which, when produced abundantly, protects against inflammatory bowel disease and other inflammation-driven gut conditions. Conversely, people with lower levels of Faecalibacterium prausnitzii are at a far greater risk of suffering inflammatory bowel disease, obesity, and depression. So right here, you should easily see a connection between the exercise-induced increase in microbial diversity and the famous rush of positive endorphins that always accompanies a workout, because in addition to butyrate, Faecalibacterium prausnitzii also produces our feel-good hormone serotonin. Regular, vigorous exercises like cycling or running also sharply decreases levels of problematic and inflammation-inducing bacteria like Clostridium, while increasing the abundance of Bacteroides bacteria, which are critical for properly metabolizing sugars and proteins, and also inducing immune activity in the gut. Lactic acid, which is a well-known byproduct of exercise, enters the gut through the bloodstream, although several species of gut bacteria also produce lactic acid on their own. And lactic acid then contributes to the production of butyrate and other short-chain fatty acids. Beyond lactic acid, regular exercise favorably alters the gut microbiota by influencing the activity of intraepithelial lymphocytes. These immune cells are part of the gut-associated lymphoid tissue throughout the small and large intestine, which contains around 70% of the body's total immune cells. And these cells coexist with microbial communities and are essential to host microbe homeostasis. Exercise is obviously a form of hormesis, or deliberate exposure to moderate stress that then induces an adaptive and strengthening beneficial effect. And while this is helpful for the whole body, in the gut, regular exercise leads to vast improvements in the long-term resilience of the gut barrier. Increasing butyrate-producing bacteria in the gut is really a perfect complement to exercise because both butyrate and exercise stimulate thermogenesis, which is the burning of caloric energy to generate heat, particularly in fat tissues. This involves the burning of our stubborn white adipose tissue, or white fat, by the exercise-induced generation of brown fat. Brown fat contains a metabolic protein called thermogenin, which is what actually burns white fat to generate heat. Butyrate significantly increases thermogenin, primarily by inducing the master regulator PGC1-alpha, which then stimulates the release of irisin, a muscle hormone released by exercise that also contributes to brown fat generation while inhibiting the further formation of fatty tissue. Butyrate also initiates lipolysis, or the breakdown of triglycerides into free fatty acids, which contribute to ATP generation and are overall a far more qualitative energy source than glucose. And this is all definitely part of how and why regular exercise improves insulin sensitivity, waist circumference, and overall metabolism. Diet is also a primary factor in the functioning of the microbiome, and while active individuals usually eat very differently than sedentary people do, the best and easiest way to build gut diversity through diet is to eat diversely, which means exposing your gut to many different kinds of natural foods. The very best way to maintain all of this exercise-driven gut activity is to stay active and exercise regularly, because the effects of exercise on the gut microbiota are transient and reversible. So keep exercising. Thanks for watching. I'm Jason Carter, and I'll see you next time on ENZYMENTAL. Stay healthy.